Welcome students. Today's class we are going to see about the various types of DBMS users. The DBMS has been used by the database administrators, application programmers, end users and database designers. Database administrator, shortly we call it as DBA, who manages the database management system. Database administrator only have the full power to access or manage the DBMS, and software developers. These users are involved in developing and designing the parts of the DBMS. End users can have the rights to store, retrieve, update and delete the data in the DBMS, and database designers have the responsibility for identifying the data that has been already stored in the database, and they can choose the appropriate structures to represent and store the data. Next, we will see the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. DBMS means database management system. RDBMS means relational database management system. This DBMS has a data storage in a navigational model, but in RDBMS, data storage may be in relational model. Data redundancy is exhibit in DBMS and it is not present in RDBMS. Normalization, it can be performed, the duplicate access can be reduced, and RDBMS, the normalization has been used to reduce the duplication, that is redundancy. And the data can be accessed more time in DBMS, and in RDBMS it is faster when it compared to DBMS. And keys and indexes has been not used in the DBMS, but it has been established in RDBMS. Transaction management is inefficient. It is not possible in DBMS, but it is efficient and it is secure in RDBMS. In DBMS, the transaction management is insecure. And distributed databases are supported by RDBMS and it is not supported by DBMS. And example for DBMS, as we have already seen, that is DBase and FoxPro. And the example for RDBMS is SQL Server. SQL means Structured Query Language Server. Oracle and MySQL, MariaDB and SQLite. In your syllabus, you are having SQLite. Next lesson, we will see about the SQLite. There are many types of relationship available in database, that is one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship and many-to-many relationship. Let us see the one-by-one relationships. That is one-to-one relationship. It means it has only one other entity with one entity. That is, one row in a table can be linked with only one row of the another table. For example, here student has been given, exam number has been given. The exam number will be for a particular one student only. Only one student can have the exam number 1001. It will not be assigned to another one. So, one to one. I think you have understand. This is called one-to-one relationship. And next one is one-to-many relationship. That is, one entity is related to many other entity. One row can be linked with many rows in a table. For example, here department has been given and staff members are there. One department can have many staffs. That is one to many. One department, computer science department, have 5 staff member or 6 staff member. So that is one to many relationship. Next, in your book they have given these example. Computer staff is Gajalakshmi and Bindu, and Tamil Ramesh and Malayarasu, and for Max they have given Bindu and Radha. Okay. Next, we will go for many to one relationship. Many entities can be related with only one entity. For example, here staff member and department is there. Many staffs will be there and department will be one. For computer science department, many staffs are there. So, many staff to one department. That is many to one relationship. Next is many to many relationship. multiple records can be associated with multiple record, another table, that is called many to many relationship. Here 3 examples has been given for this relationship. First example, customers and product. Customer can purchase various products, and the products can be purchased by particular product can be purchased by many customers. For example, in a supermarket, when soap is available, means that soap can be purchased by not only a particular customer, many customers can buy it. And another one example is students and courses. Student can register for many courses to join in a college, and courses may include many students. For a BSc computer science means one student will not learn, many students will learn. So that is an example for this many to many relationship. And one more example is given, books and students. In a library, many books will be there. That books can be taken by many students. One library, only one book and one student will not be there. Many books are there. That book can be taken by many students. This is called many to many relationship. And there will be a relational algebra in DBMS. This relational algebra was developed by Edgar F. Code, and it is a modeling technique to store the data in relational database, and it is an procedural query language. By using the SQL query, we can access the database, and these relational algebra are recursively used on a relation to yield an output. The output for these operations can be new relation, and it can be given one or more input relations. This relational algebra is divided into various groups, that is unary relational algebra operations. There are 2 unary relational operations are there. One is select and another one is project. For select, the symbol will be like this, and for project, the symbol will be like pi. And relational algebra operations for the set theory will be union, intersection, difference, and Cartesian product. Let us see the one by one. The unary relational operation select. This is have the general form. Select C of capital R with a relation capital R, and a condition is C on the attribute of capital R. This selection operation has a subset with the tuple according to the given condition. Here one table has been given. In the table, student number, name, course and year has been given. Next, we are giving a query, select course equal big data of student. In course only big data, R language, big data, Python programming is there. Now we are asking those who are the student taking the course big data. So it will display the that particular student alone, those who have taken the course big data. So who are they? CS1 Kannan has taken big data, and CS3 Lenin has taken the course big data. So the 2 alone it has been displayed. So for this purpose we have used the select operation. Next, project. This is projection eliminates all the attributes of the input relation, and here is an example for project. The project, that is project symbol, course of student. What are all the courses available in the table will be displayed. And next example, second example, project, student number, course of student. The table name is student, so you have to give the table name. So student number and course has been displayed here. Next, we will go for the union. Union means it includes all the tuples. Tuples means row. We have already discussed about that. All the tuples that are in table A and B will be displayed union. In Max you have studied, I think so, A union B. Here one table has been given, that is table A, and another one table has been given, table B. We are giving the command as A union B. That means A table and B table will be union. That is, the answer we are getting is Kannan, Gauri Shankar, Lenin, Padmaja. Here in table 3 students are there, in table B 3 students are there. Only the duplication will not be appear. 2 times Kannan, 2 times Lenin will not appear. In table A Kannan is there, in table B also Kannan there. So one time only the Kannan will display. So union means both the thing will be displayed. And next one is set difference, that is A minus B is a relation which includes tuples or in A but not in B. The tuples which are in A alone will be displayed here. In table A, Kannan, Lenin, Padmaja is there. In table B, Kannan, Gauri Shankar, Lenin is there. So here A minus B, that is in what is in A alone will be here. B table will be minus, that is Kannan, it is in both A and B, so it will not come. Lenin, it is also in both A and B, so it will not come. Next Padmaja, A alone, Padmaja is there, so Padmaja is displaying as a result here. Next we will go for the intersection A intersection B, that is in both the thing which one is common, that alone will be displayed in A table and B table. Kannan, A table, B table, both Kannan is there. In Lenin, A table, B table, Lenin is there. Padmaja is not in table B. Gauri Shankar is not in table A. So we are getting the result A intersection B as Kannan and Lenin. Next we will go for the Cartesian product. Cartesian product means it is a cross product of the combination of two relations. These can be combined together, that is A into B. That means A into B means A times B, but the relation A and B have the different attributes. This type of operation will be helpful for merging the columns from the two relations. Let us see the example. Table A, 1, 2, 3 will be there, and table B is R. So what will be the result? Table A into table B, 1 S, again 1 R. First row will be mingled with 2 rows in the table B, and next 2 S and 2 R. Next 3 S and 3 R. So set of 6 will be got. That is table A equal to 3, table B equal to 2. So 3 into 2, 6. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 6 product has been received as a Cartesian product. Let us see an example for this. Here in table A, Kannan, Gauri Shankar, Padmaja is there, and table B, subject is given big data, R language, Python programming. We are giving the query as table A into table B, Cartesian product. So what result we will get? Student name, that is student number, name, course, subject, all the 4 columns will come. Here CS1, the 3 times Kannan will come. Next CS2, Gauri Shankar, that also it comes, and CS4 Padmaja 3 times it's coming, and their course, related course, Kannan is studying in big data, R language and Python programming. Next Gauri Shankar is also big data, R language and Python programming. 3 times it is coming, Gauri Shankar, and Padmaja also 3, because 3 into 3. So 3 times it is coming. Padmaja big data, Padmaja R language, Padmaja Python programming. So this is the Cartesian product. We are multiplying the table A with multiplying the table B. Okay, in today's class we have discussed about the types of database DBMS users, and we have discussed about the Cartesian product and select, project, relational algebra, and difference between DBMS and RDBMS. This class is completing the 11th chapter. In next class we will go for the 12th chapter. Thank you.